Hey everybody, it's me, Sean. Welcome back to Production Line. And we did a bunch of stuff at the end of the last episode as we were watching our car drive through. All sorts of technology was researched and new features and everything. So let's take a look at our mid-range sedan here. We are, oh, it's still in the budget category, huh? There we go. That'll push it up into mid-range. We're going to put in these new features and you know what? Actually, do we need to put in all the new features? Is there anything that's not very rare? Yeah, they're all very rare. I wouldn't mind pushing up to you know what I mean, like a high-end car. If I add all these extra features, is that gonna push it up to what's the next one? The next step up, an expensive car. Yeah. I wonder if we can manage to pull out some expensive cars. Let's try it. Oh shoot! No, that is we're still in our mid-range sedan. Dang it! All right, let's. I don't need to include everything on the mid-range sedan. Wow, how is it still a budget car? That's weird. Shoot, I don't even. Can I? I can't cancel out of this either. Dang it. Um, it, what did? All right, mid-range sedan has auto steer headlights and central locking. Okay, great. Uh, Insufficient features is the biggest complaint about the mid-range sedan, isn't it? Oh, and they're listed as budget, which is so weird. All right. The standard sedan also has insufficient features, so I probably ought to give our standard. Let's update our standard sedan, and we will give it we'll give it a stereo. Our mid-range sedan. Now, the previous models already had auto steer headlights and central locking. So our new models, auto steer headlights, central locking, they're going to have that music as well. And we will also give it an alarm. And it is not that, though. That is that one. Great. Okay. So now we're going to create a similar model. And this will be the expensive sedan. And it will come in black, and that's going to be it for the expensive one. Now, you know what? Let's do some of these other colors. We'll do this fancy red as well. Okay, and we're going to have that with all of the features, right? Very good, and we're going to increase that price up to expensive. There we go, very good. Okay, and now I'm going to actually rename this to budget sedan. So we have budget, which actually we've added a new feature to it, right? So I'm going to leave it at the same price. Mid-range, we're going to increase that up a little bit. Expensive is already expensive, but I'll bump it up a little more. Okay, so now we have a budget compact, which is our newest model. And we'll have that at 25%. And we will also give that the in-car, actually we'll give this one a heater to start with. And then we're going to create a similar model, but let's restrict our colors on the budget compact. We'll do the same thing. And then our mid-range compact, whoops, I did not mean to do that. Mid-range compact. There we are. Oh, for crying out loud. There we are. Great. All right, mid-range compact will have, what is it? Car alarm and auto steer headlights and music. And then we will bump that up to, wow, really have to raise the price up on that one. And then we're going to create a similar model. Oh, but we need to adjust the colors on this one like that. And then our expensive compact will, of course, have everything. And it will have all the cool colors at the end of the thing here. And we will give it all of the features that are available currently. And we'll increase that price up to there, 150%. Sure, why not? I don't think we're going to sell a whole lot of those. But there we go. So we've got a nice range of designs. It's really going to crowd up our production line, especially since we're almost to having an SUV as well. But that's okay. So let's go with that. Close that out. And now we need to set up our schedule here. So we've got a budget sedan, got a mid-range sedan. Oh, let's go through all the different sedans. So we've got budget, mid-range, expensive, sedan, budget compact, mid-range compact, expensive compact. And we'll do 2 of the little boys and 1 of the big boys, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, should be good. Next up, we also have the axle manufacturing that we discovered at the end of the last one. So that would be here at the chassis assembly, make axles. And again, we'll have the input. But you know what? The inputs and outputs can overlap on these. I don't mind that at all. So we'll stick those. Actually, I'll do like that and like that. And not quite sure how many we're going to need. So we'll start with the 2, see how it goes. It looks like they're all connected. All right, so let's let those run. This is the fit front axle, so we want to local only, and here local only. Great. Okay, so we will make all of our own axles, and if we have a shortage, that means I need to do more manufacturing. Now I did the same thing up here with the doors, so it looks like we probably... What is the insufficient resources on? It doesn't look like we're actually having any resource shortages. Okay, so that's fine. Automatic windshield wipers, great. And we have no current research, so let's choose our next research project. We are caught up on what everybody else is doing, so we could actually get ahead a little bit. Let's do anti-lock brakes and maybe driver's side airbag. And how about oh, you know what? We should do some cheap stuff like cruise control, leather interior, sunroof. Yeah, let's get all these cheap things out of the way. There we go. So what we don't need is cruise control. Which one was expensive? It doesn't tell me how expensive it is. Oh, duh, I can just look over here and see how expensive it is. Cruise control is cheap. Anti-lock brakes and driver's side airbag are the expensive ones. So we'll get rid of the driver airbag. And we've already got anti-lock brakes going, so we're just gonna leave it there. Okay. We are also manufacturing our own seats, so we are not keeping up with the demand for seats. I mean, we are more than keeping up with the demand for seats, so we don't need to, I don't need to increase the manufacturing on that at all. And I feel like we're doing, our door gaps are related more to, it's the chips that we're having a shortage of. Even though it shows that they're sitting in there, it's so weird. Let's change the ratio on here. 16. And we're going to drop this down to 8. And then I will add chips in there, and I'm not quite sure how many. Well, we'll go to 8. Actually, go to 12? Sure. That's how many we can do. So there we go. Maybe that will help us out with our resource shortages. How about down here? insufficient resources. So we are not quite keeping up with the axle demands. That is the case. Okay, so I am going to do another axle manufacturer, and that should help solve that problem. I'll just plunk it right there, and we'll do a conveyor, connect you guys up, and connect you guys up, and there we go. Insufficient resources, naturally, but we'll solve that problem real quick. There we go. Great, and that should resolve that. Power steering, well, we have power steering too, so nice try, buddies. And we've got a wide variety of cars. Very few cars sitting in our showroom. Yep, you guys don't have all the features, it's true. Now, uninstalled feature car alarm. Where do we install the car alarm at? If we go, there's no search thing for it. So I gotta find it manually. There it is, car alarm, fit door panels. So, do I not have it set up in here, or do those cars just go through too early? Yeah, they just went through too early is all. Okay, no worries then. Great, so that should all be good. Still having our, wow, no. That is not backing up from quality control. It seems like that's backing up from the steering wheel. So might be a good time to double up on the steering wheel. I will also have to double up on quality control to get that through though. So if we go to here, and then, is that, it's not an access, no. Is it? No. Is it part of the engine? It's weird. Okay, so fit steering wheel. So it's just the steering wheel that we have trouble with. Steering column, 2 minutes, 18 seconds. Steering wheel, 5 minutes. All right, if you say so. Right there, and a conveyor. Go over, down, and you go down and over. Come on now. There we go, that's better. And I need to get resources in for this one. Yes, from there. Very good. Sufficient resources are on their way. There was a weird little jump there for a moment, but it's going to be fine. Everything is under control. I could use additional power. For some reason, this guy is running out of lights. I don't quite understand that. Our import stuff still seems to be holding up just fine, so I'm not too concerned. We've gotten we have air conditioning already. But one thing I have not done is set up the air conditioning installation. So that goes after the windscreen, but before the dashboard. Don't think I'm quite prepared properly for that. Windscreen, and then cabin, huh? And I can't quite fit that in there. Well, consarn it. That, yep, that's going to require some doing, but no problem. We are an advanced manufacturing facility. We can handle it. That's why I left this this gap over here, so I can take care of stuff like this. So we'll get these guys pulled up. That's all good. Great. Okay, so there's our that's our windscreen, right? Yes. Windscreen, air conditioning. Right there. How long does air conditioning take? I forgot to check. 2 minutes, no problem. And then our cabin, and I probably, need to do controls as well. So cabin, controls. Are they all on the same input thing? Sure, why not? And controls. Now what's the thing for the controls? Oh, make airbag. Okay. That's right. That's one of the cool new features on this version. Okay, there's all that stuff. We go back up to here and we select conveyor, and we should be able to go like that, and then like that, and then up to here like that, and then over. Let's get rid of that one. Let's let this guy get out of the way. I need to get that quality control duplicate in there. All right, let's slow down a little bit here. Quality check. Conveyor. Okay, I think we already have electric windows. We do not. Oh, it's in the queue though, so no problem. And a new loan available from the bank. No, thank you, but it'd be nice if I could repay my loan instantly. I can't, but it'd be nice if I could. $700,000 outstanding. Oh, I need to get these cars out of here too, don't I? There we are. That helps. Now we're going to reach the point where we can't, you know what I mean? Like we're pretty much to our manufacturing capacity right now with only the one export thing, which means we'll have to open this up to be able to increase our exports, which really isn't a big deal. It's pretty easy to do. But we are well established. I'm feeling really good about how things are going so far. The light is become our choke point now, and that's, I think, mostly because of the lack of the waiting for materials. Ah, look at that. We've got our SUVs available now, so we can set up a whole new line of cars. Look at that. We've got some of our compact cars making their way through. I think that's our first. I don't see any through here. So, wow, we haven't even hit our new production, you know what I mean? Like the, oh, there's one of them fancy, expensive sedans. I could have swore I saw the little exclamation point, but now we've got new car models to set up. Well, first though, I should probably set up our research for our pickups, off-roads. Let's do the off-road. I don't really know what's the difference between the SUV body and the off-road. But now we can set up our new styles. There's the SUV. And the generic SUV will have, how about that, music? And, yep, they don't really need anything else, so that's it for the generic. And then we will have our mid-range SUV. There we go, and that is going to have air conditioning, wipers, locking, a heater, and music. Sounds good to me. We'll give it those colors, give the standard SUV those colors, and then I will do, oh, whoops, I gotta up the price though. And then we'll do our expensive SUV. Like that, enter, and that will have all of the features and it will have all of the colors. Okay, so expensive SUV along there, add all that cool stuff in there. Probably some stuff that none of the other cars even have yet. Expensive, very good. All right, let's add any missing features to our expensive compacts and our expensive sedans. They're gonna get all these cool new features. Very good. All right, cool stuff. So should be very profitable for us. Oh, but we do need to, wow, we still don't have enough of the other things coming in. All right, so let's add an SUV. Let's add a mid-range SUV. Let's add an expensive SUV. And let's bump those quantities. Very good. Great stuff. New loan is available. I don't care. Upgrade slots. And there's a new feature. which we'll add to our cars here in a while. Insufficient resources on our windows. Really? So it's getting to be a matter of the import, although we have plenty of slack in our import, so maybe we need to, let's see, we have regular windows. Are we having to wait for things like servos or anything? There's no window upgrades. All right, well, we're gonna put in a supply stockpile there anyways, and we will set that up for fit windows. Fit windows. There we go. Great. And then we will switch this to imports only local. That way we'll get them all from the stockpile, right? Isn't that how that works? Weird that it doesn't fill up the Windows thing when it's importing them from there. All right, so now we have fancy seats, leather interior. You should never be short on materials here, Fit Windows Spot. Your stockpile is right, it's like adjacent to you. Let's look at our facilities and our power plant. And we're gonna plop down another power plant. And I'll put it right, whoops, let's try hitting the correct button. There we go, put that right there. That'll keep our power going. $1.5 million. We do have a few cars piling up in our stockroom. Let's see. Oh, our mid-range sedan has dropped down to a budget price again. How does that keep happening? There we are. Do I need to throw another feature on there or something? Let's throw in power steering. We don't seem to be piling on any of the other vehicles though. So, okay. Wrong body style is the biggest complaint there. Let's look at our market information. So our mid-range sedan, sales per hour, produced per hour. You're producing more cars than you have customers. And I think that's because I have all those mid-range cars that are being considered budget cars. So I might want to lower the price on this one just to clear them out of our stock room. Yeah. But it was these mid-range sedans that were disguised as budget sedans that were really causing the problem. But I think we'll be okay because now that we've got SUVs and stuff going in there. Oh yeah, and you can look at the little icons now, and it tells you the different car model types based on these icons. They're not all the same, so that's pretty cool. So we can see. Is that like an SUV coming along there? It is. So we can see we've got some SUVs coming through. Oh, we're still insufficient resources on axles. So why though? Why are we insufficient on axles? We have a whole bunch of them sitting right there. Why aren't you importing them from? Oh, that's why, because that's not a stockpile. Okay. Let's go to no. Make axle. We'll do one more. Right there. Resource conveyor. There we go. That'll help. Help us keep up. Not that we're having any problems because we have our roof is our slowdown spot. And that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. Once again, I hope you're having a good time. I'm really having fun. Oh, look at that. We finished off our research too. So, and I hope you are as well. Leave me a comment down in the comment section to tell me what you have to say. Be sure to click that like button. That is always fun. And I hope I will see you again for the next episode, which will be up real soon. I'll see you then. Bye.